Today we're going to unbox and take a quick look at a couple of these Quick Charge 2.0 chargers from Tronsmart. First off, I'm going to start with this one. This is the USB Rapid Car Charger, but what makes this really unique is that in addition to having Qualcomm Quick Charge 2.0 capability, it also comes with a USB Type-C cable on it. So included in the package you'll see the instruction manual, all sorts of information on it, probably a lot more information in there than you'll need. A Volt IQ card. In the rest of the package there's a USB cable. Hopefully it should work fine with the USB Quick Charge. And then the device itself, this you plug into your car, into your cigarette lighter, or in this case just your DC outlet in the car. The green port there is the Qualcomm Quick Charge capable port, but then this cable that is permanently affixed to it, as you can see, is USB Type-C. So I've got a couple of devices here now that I can actually use to test this with, make sure everything works appropriately. So let's go ahead and take a look at it in the car. Apologies for the odd setup here, the odd change of pace as it were, but I'm in the car now with the Tronsmart USB 3/USB 2 Quick Charge connector. I wanted to go ahead and plug this in and test it with my wife's Droid Turbo while I have it for a moment. Now obviously I don't have any Quick Charge 3 devices, so I can't really test that part of it. However, I can test it with USB 2, so I've got the cable that came included with it. Go ahead and plug this in, and it does, if you can see it there, say turbocharger detected. I don't know if you can actually see that. Zoom in a little bit so hopefully you can see it a little better. There it does say turbocharger detected. So again, the USB 2 port on this does appear to be working correctly as a Qualcomm Quick Charge adapter. Now I've just got to get my hands on a USB Type-C turbocharger Quick Charge device. And the next thing to take a look at is the Tronsmart Qualcomm Quick Charge 2.0 2 smart ports and 1 quick charge port wall plug. This should be very nice for traveling, because I know more often than not I take a lot of 1-port chargers or the large 5 or 6-port chargers. So this should be the nice in-between option for that time when I want to take a couple of devices but not everything. In the box here though, you do have your user manual, a lot smaller than the one for the car but a little bit thicker, lots and lots of information in there. You have what appears to be really decently long USB cable. Very thick, very nice. Should hopefully work well with Quick Charge. And finally, the charger itself, the wall charger. So it has this little flip out prong on the end, no grounding or anything, just 2 plugs. On this side, you see it says Volt IQ. These should be smart capable. And then the Qualcomm Quick Charge certified port. And then on the bottom, you get all the specifications. Input says AC 100 to 240, 1.2 amp max. Output Volt IQ ports are all 5 volt, 4.8 amp, each one would be 2.4 amps. And then the USB output for the Qualcomm Quick Charge 2.0 port is 5 volts at 2 amps, 9 volts at 2 amps, or 12 volts at 1.5 amps max. So let's go ahead and plug this in and test it with a few devices and see how it works. All right, so for the ultimate test here, we have the Tronsmart 3-port charger with the Qualcomm Quick Charge technology in it. I've got the plug plugged into the Quick Charge port, and I have my wife's Droid Turbo here. This is actually just following up the Aukey charging test, so it is at 15% battery right now. Let's go ahead and plug it in and we'll see what happens. So we plug it in, and there it says turbocharger detected. We'll go ahead and unplug it and replug it, just make sure that it does work appropriately. There it says again 15% remaining. Plug it back in, and it says turbocharger detected. So this does appear to be working correctly as a turbocharger. And just for the sake of comparison, let's go ahead and plug it into one of the Volt IQ ports, one of the non-turbo ports. It does show that it's charging, but it does not mention the quick charge with this one. And if we go back to the quick charge port, just again, for the sake of making sure everything works right, turbocharger detected. Very, very good. All right, so to sort of wrap things up here, either one of these options, you know, if you're at home or in the car, seem to be very nice options in terms of quick charge capable chargers. If I had to say one thing about them, I would say on this one, the wall wart, I would kind of like it if it had more than 1 quick charge port, but as it stands, quick charge is fast enough that it's really not that necessary. And on the car one, I'm not a huge fan of having an attached cable. I would prefer the option with 2 quick charge ports, which they do also have available. These 2 chargers are available on Amazon for $20 a piece, but the other one for the car that has 2 quick charge ports instead of having an attached USB Type-C cable is also available for $20, so I'm gonna put links to all 3 of them down below if you decide to pick one of these up. Specifically the car charger one, I would recommend highly going for the one with 2 USB ports instead of the attached Type-C cable, but still, if you have a Type-C device, this is not a bad option. I've actually been using it to charge my OnePlus 2 while I'm in the car, and it does get the job done. The cable is long enough to reach from my adapter plug in the car to the phone when it's up on the dashboard. So again, thanks so much to Tronsmart for sending these out for a review. Thanks to you guys for watching. Remember, thumbs up down below the video if you like this video, subscribe to receive all of my videos when they become available, and I'll see you again next time.